You want to allow employees to trade or give away shifts to one another, but you want to make sure the original person scheduled is the one who is credited with working, not the new person coming in. A lot of places do this to prevent overtime, but if this is the way you want to do it, this is how you can accomplish that in your system. First place to go is into Setup, and this only needs to be done one time. So let's go to Setup, let's go to Time Off, and what you want to do is you want to create a new time off type. So I've already created one called Trade Absent Paid. So I want to make sure the person who's going to be absent, aka the person who was scheduled to work, is still the one getting paid. After creating the time off type, you will create a time type right here. And I've created one called Trade Present but not paid. So the person who will actually be coming in and working is not going to get paid. So let's take a look at two employees who want to trade shifts with one another. Alright, so let's take a look at my calendar here and we'll scroll down to the 30th. And on the 30th, we'll notice that Bob Darsh is scheduled to work on Station 11, and I see that he has requested a trade. If I click into see the details, I can see Bob Darsh wants to give away his shift to Herbert Beach, and Herbert has accepted it. So I will go ahead and I will approve this. Now both parties will get notified that the trade has been approved. We'll now see immediately that Herbert is actually scheduled here now in place of Bob. And it's also noted down here that Herbert is coming in for Bob. So one problem now is that Bob is no longer on the schedule, therefore he's no longer getting paid. So let's fix that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to approve Bob for some paid time off. Now that probably sounds wrong, but it might make sense in a minute here. So I'm going to go to my schedule. Let's take a look at Bob here. Here we go. Here's Bob's schedule. So I'm going to click right on the 30th, where Bob used to be working, and submit some time off for him. Since I'm the administrator, I can do this. And I'm going to assign Bob to Trade Absent Paid. So Bob is no longer working, but he needs to be paid for it. So, and I'm going to make a note that Herbert is coming in for Bob. And I'll just add that note to both fields. You don't have to do that, but you certainly can. You want to make sure to track this as well, PTO tracking. So I'm going to credit Bob with 24 hours of paid time. So let me approve that. So now we'll see on the 30th here that Bob is going to get paid for 24 hours. If I look at the company work schedule again and scroll down to the 30th, I'll notice the same thing. Bob's no longer here. Herbert is, but Bob is now getting paid for 24 hours of the trade absent paid. So far so good. One more problem to fix is that Herbert is scheduled to work. He'll be getting paid for these 24 hours. We want to make sure he doesn't get paid for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit his time type. So I'm going to click right on the name of the schedule here. That'll bring me to my schedule editor. And there's Herbert scheduled. I'm just going to schedule him again, but instead of regular time, I'm going to schedule him for trade present but not paid. So click add, and we'll notice almost nothing changes except for the time type here. So now when I run a report, I will exclude any of the not paid time types. Herbert will not be paid for that, but when I do run that report, Bob will be paid because he's on here for the 24 hours of paid time.